Recently, the US administration made a decision that shook the global energy market. President Donald Trump's government imposed strict sanctions on Russia's two largest oil companies, Rosneft and Lukoil. This was no ordinary step. It was a significant shift in Western policy, which had previously aimed to limit Russia's energy revenues but did not want to affect oil supply. Now, the message was clear. If Putin doesn't stop the war, we will stop his oil economy. US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent posted on X, formerly Twitter, President Putin's senseless war in Ukraine continues. So we are imposing sanctions on Russia's two largest oil companies, which directly fund the Kremlin's war machine. With the announcement of these sanctions, it became clear that the US would no longer adopt the previous price control policy but would directly target Russia's energy sources. Russia's economy and energy connection. Russia's strength lies in its natural resources. The country has the world's largest natural gas reserves, the second largest coal reserves, and is the eighth largest in terms of oil reserves. These energy resources are the backbone of Russia's economy, accounting for almost 20% of the country's GDP and half of the central budget. When Russia attacked Ukraine in 2022, the strategy of Western nations was clear: weaken Russia's economy to reduce its war capacity. Striking at oil and gas-dependent Russia was considered an indirect way to defend Ukraine. But Russia surprised everyone. Despite all the sanctions imposed by Western countries, Russia's economy did not break down so quickly. Why? Because the sanctions imposed so far had not completely banned oil sales, but instead set a price cap. Russia could not sell its oil for more than $60 per barrel. This arrangement was made so that Russia would earn less, but oil supply would continue. Western nations feared that if Russian oil disappeared from the market, prices would skyrocket, and the American and European public would bear the consequences. New turn. Now, not just price, but supply is targeted. Now the Trump administration's move is different from all previous actions. Rosneft and Lukoil, these two companies are the backbone of Russia's oil export system. Together, they export about 3.1 million barrels of oil daily, which accounts for nearly half of Russia's total exports. The US Treasury not only froze all the US assets of these companies, but also prohibited US citizens and companies from doing any business with them. This step is not just a price cap, but a sort of total ban. As energy expert John Kilduff told CNBC, and I quote, "It is now clear that no matter what the price of oil is, you cannot buy Russian oil. This is a full ban," and unquote. But the story doesn't end here. The US has now threatened to impose secondary sanctions on other countries. This means that if any third country like India, China, or Turkey buys oil from these Russian companies, its banking institutions could face US action. Former Trump administration official Marshall Billingsley explained, and I quote, "Even if Indian, Chinese, or Turkish refiners want to buy Russian oil, their banks might say, 'No, this is too risky.'" So now, the threat is directly on the transactions. India's dilemma. India, the world's third largest oil consumer, has been buying cheap oil from Russia for the past 2 years. Russia became India's biggest customer, but now this move by the Trump administration has brought new challenges. Although the US has not officially imposed secondary sanctions on India, the signs are clear. Several Indian oil refineries have already become cautious. According to one report, Indian government refineries are reviewing their trade documents to ensure that their oil is not coming from Rosneft or Lukoil. Meanwhile, Reliance Industries, the largest buyer of Russian oil, has said that it is reassessing its strategy. This situation is complex for India. On the one hand, it wants to maintain its strategic relationship with Russia for defense, energy, and diplomatic cooperation. On the other hand, its economic and technological partnership with the US is also extremely important. The Trump administration had already imposed an additional 25% tariff on India, stating that India was weakening US policy by buying Russian oil. So now, India will have to strike a balance. Changing strategic situation. The biggest question for Russia now is, can China alone support its massive oil economy? If India gradually pulls back, Russia's only major buyer left would be China. But China is not a permanent ally, but a pragmatic trader, one who moves according to its interests. As long as Russia offers cheap oil, China will buy it. But as soon as prices or risks rise, Beijing will not hesitate to change its course. This is why strategic experts believe the impact of US sanctions might not be immediately visible, but they will gradually put pressure on Russia's economy. The real aim of the US is not to collapse Russia in one blow, but to cut off its economic supply for the war, so that its military power and political influence in Ukraine gradually weaken. Conclusion. So the question is, will these sanctions really hurt Russia? Perhaps not immediately. Russia still has alternative routes. China, Central Asia, and even some European companies trading indirectly. But in the long run, if the US's secondary sanctions come into play, banking systems, insurance companies, and global logistics chains will begin distancing themselves from Russia. At that point, it will become very difficult for Russia to get its oil to the global market. On the other hand, countries like India will once again reconsider their energy security policies, because this is not just about oil, it is also a matter of strategic freedom. The crux of this entire story is, it is no longer just Russia versus Ukraine. It is a battle of energy versus politics, where every country will have to manage its position. We conclude the discussion here and leave you with today's question. Examine the implications of the United States sanctions on Russia's two major oil companies, Rosneft and Lukoil, on global energy markets. Analyze the potential impact of these sanctions on the economic and strategic relations between Russia, India, and China.
For more informative content, like, share, and subscribe. And do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.